For this video, we're working in the book called KM Pottery Supplies, and we're on the worksheet called KM Sales. Now imagine we've just been told that a meeting has been scheduled for, say, an hour's time. We've been handed this worksheet, and we need to bring a breakdown of these figures to the meeting. We need to show the sales per year, per quarter, per region, and so on. To easily slice and dice this information, we'll create a pivot table. Make sure you're clicked anywhere in the data. Now we turned our data into a table in the last video, so from the Design Contextual tab, we'll see the Tools group and we can click on the Summarize with Pivot Table button. But if we didn't create a table, then we'd have to do it in a slightly different way. You just hold it there and I'll cancel out of this and show you. We would click on the Insert tab instead and click the Pivot Table button. Now whichever way we do this, the same box opens. We can see that the data has been automatically selected. We named the table Sales, so it's the table name we see here rather than the range address. New Worksheet is automatically selected, and we will mostly want our pivot tables to be on a new sheet. So all we need to do here is click OK. We're now on a new sheet that has been created to the left of the sheet we were on. On the right-hand side, we can see the PivotTable Fields pane, and this shows us a listing of the same field headings from our original data. Two contextual tabs have also appeared that contain everything specific to our pivot table. Analyze being the main tab, but we also have the Design tab. Let's click back on the Analyze tab. The PivotTable area itself is this section on the sheet. If at any time we click outside this area, the task pane and the two contextual tabs will vanish, as we'd no longer be in the context of the pivot table. Just click back anywhere in this area and they will reappear. Moving back to the task pane on the right, we can see that there are four sections at the bottom: filters, columns, rows, and values. And these are where we create our pivot table. Let's click on to the region field and hold down that click and drag it down into the column section. We can see that it creates a column heading for each unique value in that field. And we'll see it's also getting ready to create a grand total by row. If we now drag region to the row section, and that dragging is called pivoting, we'll see that it creates a row heading for each unique value in that field, and it's also getting ready to create a grand total by column. We'll leave it in rows. We need a field to calculate, so click on the total amount field and drag it down into the values section. And there we have our most basic pivot table. Now over this next set of videos, we'll build on this data to make it easier to read and also to see how we can quickly change our analysis on the fly. So if you're moving on to the next video called Apply Currency Style to Pivot Data, then you can keep this workbook open.